Holy cow. First of all, if you've been here for a nap time stream before, which has been probably in over a year, the fact that I was ready to go when the clock hit 0, that is a miracle. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Brandbeard Gaming. My name is Richmond. I'm one half of Brandbeard Gaming. The other half is TJ Firebeard. If he does happen to appear in chat today, which I doubt he will, he's a hardworking boy. He will appear in chat as
a secret party. It's a secret
Pharynx,
party.
22 months. Thank you, Pharynx. Subiversary Hive, 22 months it's a very long time. Also, while we're on that, thank you, Joey Rules 070198, because we like to give full names, for the 666 bits. And also a gifted sub to Anvarel. Thank you so much for doing that. That was very kind. Nice way to start off the nap time streams, or I guess rather lunchtime streams again. But yeah, if TJ's in chat, he'll be Party Clown 51. That's kind of his where he lives there. Pharynx, thanks for gifting Joey a sub. 52 subs in the channel. That is a lot, and that's very kind of you, Pharynx. So. I used to do this back when my firstborn was still taking naps. She would nap right around this time, and I would come on and play any number of games, mostly video games, usually Lonely Mountains Downhill, just kind of some silly stuff. But we have not done as much board game content on this channel in a little while, just because we've had various things going on. I've had a second child since then who's actually currently taking a nap. The other one is downstairs watching Tangled. So we have a babysitter hanging out, which is also good. But yeah, so we are able to do nap time streams again. And we haven't done as much board game content, and I've got a lot of stuff that is in the house that has not been played, and I thought, why not? Let's play some solo stuff. So today we're going to go after Turing Machine from Scorpion Masque and Hachette Games, or Hachette Board Game USA. So we'll be doing that today here in a little bit, but do want to say hello to Sass Queen. Good to see you. Thank you for not getting banned by Pharynx, as well as Pharynx, Joey, Anvarel. Good to see you all. This is a good way to start. Hornist, what's up, Hornman? Hornist, I was purposely decided not to do the daily challenge today because I see that you've already done it, because you were in the Hachette Board Games Discord, and you're actively putting in your Wordle-esque post there, so congratulations on doing it. I will probably do the daily later off stream, so we're just doing a couple of random games off the generated website, so we'll see how that works here in a little bit. Yeah, so we're going to do this. We're going to Turing Machine today. We've got some other stuff that I would like to do this regularly on Fridays going forward. I have worked with, I say work with, but I am now close to the Capstone Games retail store, as well as the Capstone Games HQ, which is up here in Cincinnati. And I was able to snag the 9 Nano games. I'll pick that up a little too much. I'll show that as we get to the overhead cam. But 9 Nano games, that is the set of games that was on Kickstarter, as that is 9 cards, 9 cubes, 9 dice. And so we have Roni Sour Cream. Hello, good to see you in the daytime. Hope you're doing well. So we've got these are the 3 games by Alvin Fiard. We've got Railways, obviously a train game from the Industrial Revolution. We have Empire, which is kind of building your industrial empire. Oh, can't see it because of the light. And then City Planner, which is, I think, is what I'm going to play next week. City Planner, check it out. I have my autofocus turned off on the front one, so you're not going to see it, but I'll show it to you here when we get to the overhead cam. But yeah, so I think I'm going to play City Planner next week. Maybe play Railways also. Just depends on how long they take. but they are supposed to take 20 to 30 minutes apiece. And I'm looking for the stream to be about an hour. We'll see how that goes. So we'll do that next week. And then there's actually a little booklet inside where you can combine all 3 games into a kind of combined game. So we'll talk about that next week. How is everybody? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, we can go ahead and switch over to a little bit of Turing Machine. We'll talk about how the game works, and then we'll play at least one game. And if I feel like my brain powers, my brain juices are flowing, then we'll do a second one. We'll just kind of see how time allows us to do that. But I appreciate you all being here. This is fun. I'm glad to do board games again. And then TJ and I are planning to do board games more frequently on the evening streams. Tuesday nights, more likely. Since we went to PAX U, we picked up some things that we want to play on stream and talk to some publishers there. So we'll be able to bring you a few more games there. If the sound is okay, let me know. If I'm too loud, I will turn it up or down according to what you all need. But yeah, we'll switch over to the other screen and get going for Turing Machine. Oh God, feels weird being in the driver's seat again. TJ does all of the production on our live streams because one of us has to do it, and his computer runs a little better than mine. So we let him do that. Turing Machine, punch card computer from Scorpion Masque. Oh no, I don't know how to do this. Running out of Alt's Weebs account. Hey, I'm in class, so I can't watch. Sorry. Hey, Demon Weebs. Or I'm sorry. Running out of Alt's Weebs. Welcome. Glad to see you. Hope you're well. Thanks for being here. Thanks for even the lurk. Is greatly appreciated. Yeah. So this is Turing Machine. Turing Machine is a game about finding a 3-digit code and using verifiers from this wacky little computer to figure out to test your code and see if it is correct. So we have our setup here for this first game. I did that through the Turing Machine app. You can check it out at turingmachine.info. So you're able to play. I mean, it will randomly generate any potential code and outcome for you. And then you can set it up if you have the game. I know the game is a little hard to come by at this point. I know I talked to Danny from Hachette, and she said that it is looking like it's going to be showing up. Let me get the exact. U.S. restock is happening in March. Should be available in stores in April. So yeah. So in this game, we're going to come up with a 3-digit code, and we're going to offer a proposal to our computer here, and then based on these 5 verifiers that we have, we'll be able to kind of work down and figure out clues to what the actual 3-digit code might be. 3-digit code can be has numbers in the 1 through 5 in the first, second, and third digit. I'm just going to hold this up real quick. So when you build a number, you will build it with 3. So if I said the number was 111, I would stack it on top of each other, and then I would use this with our little punch out here. And the way it works is when you build a code, you're going to stack them, and it's going to leave one open hole, and then you're going to test it against the verifiers here. So I'll tell you what the verifiers are that we have right now. Our first verifier is going to be that the yellow or square number is going to be compared to 3. Oh my goodness. Haley, welcome in, Raiders. Hello. Hi, good to see you. How was Cascadia? It looked like it was fun. I was lurking as it was going on. Start the rules explanation over, please, and thank you. Good news, I just started. So that is going to be beneficial to everyone here and myself. Shout out there to, hey, it's Haley. Go follow Haley. Tompash.
What is goose?
What is goose? Keith, love you too. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Who are we having here? We got Tompash, Haley, Raisin de Etra. Hello, good to see you. Black Sheep, good to see you. Welcome on in. Cater Blossom, hello, friend. Yeah, look at all these fine folks that are in chat here.
You know that's right.
Black Sheep, thank you for the follow. Good to see everybody here. So we're playing Turing Machine from Scorpion Masque. This is a game about figuring out a 3-digit code. And Duchess, hello, good to see you. Yeah, lurking work away. Glad you're here. Glad to see you. So we are going to play. Oh goodness. Haley drops in with the raid. I lose control of all my faculties. So that is great. So we are going to test our 3-digit code against the computer here. This setup has been put together on the Turing Machine app, or I say app, but the web app, turingmachine.info. You can go there and do a daily challenge, or you can get it to put together a random scenario for you. And that's what we have done this time, because I know there are some people who currently have the game and are doing the daily challenge. So I don't want to spoil that for anybody if they are doing the daily challenge. So we are going to test a 3-digit code against the computer. And the way we do that is we are going to put together kind of an offering code for it, and then we can test it against up to 3 different verifier cards. Each verifier cards will give you a little piece of information to help you try and whittle down what you think the code may be. To do that, you're going to put together, I have no idea how any of this is supposed to work, and I want to buy it today. Mark, I think you would love it. So the way it's going to work is, let me get a random verifier card here, or random, what's the card? I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at a cheat sheet here, just for my own well-being. Verification card. Oh yeah. So yeah, I don't know how else my Haley raids lose all thought, but it's good. We're glad you're all here. So you're going to put together a 3-digit code. 3-digit code in this case will be 111. Because it's kind of, I think chat input is good if you think I have missed something or am completely off base. Johnny 5 is alive. So if I'm misreading a verifier, then let me know. Yeah, if I'm misunderstanding a verifier, let me know. And then, or misreading a criteria card. So anyways, this is going to put together a 3-digit code. It is going to leave one spot blank inside the code here. There you go. And then you are going to use a verifier for a specific, for one of these cards here. I just picked a random one so that we didn't spoil anything. And then you are going to take this card and line it up with the circle, square, and triangle. And then whatever, you're either going to get a check mark or an X, and that will confirm or deny what you were asking the computer. So in this case, for whatever this would have been, because I'm using a random verifier card, 111 would meet the criteria of the question I was asking. So what are the criteria that we're going to look at today? Number one, oh, thank you. I was looking for something that wasn't as shiny as the black playmat that I have, or desk mat. So number one, is going to be the yellow number compared to 3. So the yellow number is going to be the middle number here. And if we are to test it, it is going to let us know, there we go, that the number is greater than 3, less than 3, or equal to 3. But it is only comparing the number that that we have put into our 3-digit code. So in this case, if I use 111, this card is going to tell me that either 1, yes, it is less than 3, or no, it is not less than 3. It will not tell me if it is equal to 3 or greater to 3. It will only tell me using the number that I put in. So in this case, because 1 is less than 3, we are testing to see if the number in the code is less than 3, if that makes sense. Look at all this. I know, right? Yeah, we got a room now. No more blank wall in the corner. Number 2 is going to be, is the purple number even or odd? So in this case, 111, we would test. We're essentially testing if the number in the code is odd. So if it came with a green check mark, it would tell us that the number is odd. It wouldn't necessarily mean that the number is 1. It would just let us know that the number is odd. If it came back with a red X, we would then know that the number is even. Criteria number 3. This verifier is going to let us know if the sum of all of the numbers is even or odd. So if I present 111, we're testing to see if the number is odd of all 3 numbers added together. If that is correct, it'll give us a check mark. If it is not, we will note that the number is even. Verifier 4. This verifier is going to verify if the sum of the first and second digit is greater than 6, less than 6, or equal to 6. So that'll be the first and second digit. So if we ran this through the code, we would be looking to see if the number was less than 6. And if we got a check mark, it would be less than 6. If we got a red X, it would be either equal to 6 or greater than 6. And lastly, we're going to look at this verifier if the 3 numbers, can I add to 15? I mean, I could do 555. Yeah. Yeah, you can add to 15. Oh, no, you can't add to 15. You'd, well, if you did all 3 numbers, you can add to 15. Yes, I am capable of adding to 15. Yes, I am, I think. We'll find out. We'll find out. This last one is if the 3 numbers in the code are in ascending order, descending order, or in no order. And just a note that comes from the manual here. For this one specifically, if we're looking at order, which is card number 22, the verifier verifies that the 3 numbers are either in ascending order, descending order, or neither. For example, 223 is not ascending because the 3 numbers do not ascend, only 2, if that makes sense. All right, so we'll take this off the screen. This was just to let you know how we set this up. If you want to give it a go on your own, you are more than welcome to do that. But yeah, so we will turn that off for now. We'll come back to it when we need to look to see if we are correct or incorrect. Thank you all again for being here. This is fantastic to have you all here. Love seeing all of your faces. This is my little notepad that comes with the game. There we go. So here, you're going to write down your 3-digit code that you are testing for the first round. For each round, you are only able to test up to 3 verifiers. So you can test 1, 2, or 3 verifiers, but never more than that. With a specific code, if you're looking for a certain number, maybe you only want to test one number. So there's that. On this side, you can use it to start narrowing down numbers. If you know, let's say, for verifier number 2, that it's even or odd, you can start marking out either the even or odd numbers so that you know that that's not worth your time. And then finally, you can have this little space here as well for any extra note taking that you need. Silver says,
I love you, Richmond. I want this game so much, but, alas, cannot find it anywhere, sad face.
I know it is hard to come by right now, but it will be available. I know Danny said that it would be available in stores in April. I can send you TJ's copy. I have both my copy and TJ's copy. I got it from a local toy store here, and I still haven't sent him his. I thought about telling TJ I was going to give away his copy on stream. TJ Firebeard, aka Party 51. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get going with our first one. Thank you, Mark. Both mods are in house, which is strange because we're during the daytime. During the daytime, not during the sleepy times. All right. So what I'm gonna do is, let's just throw out a random number. We will. I don't remember. I think we were just trying to figure out what TJ meant. Not during the sleepy times. Look, sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes it's true. Sometimes I'm tired. Let's do a couple things. Let's trousers jumper. Yeah, so we were trying to figure out what TJ meant. Someone came up with Charles Charles, and then we decided to put in a Trader Joe's style logo. Again, we like to do things that are just legally distinct enough to not get in trouble. So what I think we'll do is let's do 3, 1, 5. Ooh, yeah, T. We're doing 5 validators. T in the house, by the way. Good to see T. They are one of the fine members of the Hachette Board Games USA team. So big shout out to T. Yeah, we're doing 5 verifiers just because I don't know. I'm glutton for punishment, but we are doing regular. We're not doing any of the hard levels. So, but good to see T. All right, so we're gonna try 3, 1, 5. T's here to let me know if I screw anything up. All right, 3, 1, 5 is the number. So we're gonna try it against. Let's mark it down in our notepad here. 3, 1, 5. All right, so let's do a couple things. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and test number 1 just for the beginning here. So we're going to test if this is equal to 3, less than 3, or equal to 3. So we're going to test number 1, which means we are testing to see if the number is less than 1. If it comes back with a green check, that means that it is less than 1. Or less than 3. It doesn't necessarily mean that it is equal to our number. It just means that it's less than 3. So it could be 1 or 2. Or if we get a red X, then we will get it will know it's equal to or greater than if yellow is less than 3. Yeah, thank you. As we know, 1 is less than 3. All right, so I have done. I have all my verifier cards down here marked. So this is marked as A, which is what we're looking for. So we're going to line it up. And we are finding out that we get a red X. So we now know that yellow is either equal to or greater than 3. So we can go over here and we can cross off 2 and 1. So we now know in the future that 2 and 1 are not part of our code. So we're going to take the verifier card and we're going to put it back here. I have them all lined up just for camera purposes. Top Box says, this has been one of my favorite little gimmicks in that if you put the lid right away on the box, you get a tick. Otherwise, you get a cross. That is very true. I saw someone else say that. If you don't put the box on the correct way, then you get, or right around the right way, then you get a check mark. Do you have a limited number of tries at a given code? So you can try each code up to 3 times against 3 different verifiers. So we have used A. We have 5 verifiers, so it means we can now do 2 more different verifiers, and not. We can do 2 different verifiers in this round, and then we can try a different number. But we don't have to do 3 numbers, or we don't have to do 3 verifiers. We can only do 1 if we want, if we're testing a specific number, like you're getting down to the end. So I'm going to still use 315 here, and I'm going to go with D, which is the sum of blue and yellow compared to 6. So we now know that yellow is either 3, 4, or 5. And what we're doing now is we're going to test with 315 to see if our code is less than 6. We're going to see if it comes back with a green check, it means it is less than 6. If it's a red X, we know it's equal to 6 or greater than 6. So that can kind of help us with the numbers that we know it could be. So we're going to try, we're test D, which is this one here. Oop. So we're going to line it up. And so now we have found out that our code, the blue and yellow numbers added together, is less than 6, which is good information considering what we kind of know. Alder Groves, hello, good to see you. It is. It's pretty easy to follow. So what I would suggest, and I wanted to know. I was very intrigued by this game to begin with, and then I saw. You can check out the Brothers Murph. Mike Murphy did a fantastic overview of this game on their YouTube channel. To the point where I understood what was going on. I was confused. It's very intimidating if you look at it on the offset, but if you watch a very good explanation of it, it's actually really easy to pick up. At least I think so. I don't know. But yeah, I think it's pretty good. Javi, hello. Good to see you. Welcome in. All right, so we tested D here. D is telling us that triangle plus square is less than 6, which is good to know. So I wrote that on my little notepad here. So because we know that square is equal to or greater than 3, that will help us with what numbers we can put in blue, because we know yellow is equal to or greater than 3. We know what we can do here to make sure that the next number we use with it is less. These two combined are either 6 or is less than 6. So it really kind of helps nail down what numbers we can use in the beginning. And then let's do Chandroid. Good to see you. How's it going? We'll do one more verifier here, and we'll do, just so we can find something out about purple. So our code here is 315. We'll do B here, which is finding out if purple is even or odd. Because we're using an odd number, we're going to test to see if it is odd or not. So we're going to use B. And we're going to find out that purple is not odd. So we now know that purple is even. So we know that purple is either 2 or 4. So that also helps nail down some options. So that is the end of the first round. So we used A, B, and D on our code 315. So let me put some numbers back. And you don't have to put them back right away. I'm just doing this so we can kind of talk through where we're at right now. So 315, we know circle equals even. So we know for sure circle is even. So circle can only be 4 or 2. We know that we know that the square number here is either equal to 3 or greater than 3. So that'll help us in choosing our next number. And then we know that D, that blue and yellow are less than 6. So I think we should, for the square number, we should use either 4 or 5 so that we can find out if yellow is greater than or equal to 3. So we can kind of lock that down on what that might be. And then based on the number we use, if we use 5, we know that blue can't be 1 because blue plus yellow is less than 6. So if we use 5, we know it can't be 1. If we use 4, we know it can't be 2. It would have to be 1. So it's starting to nail down some of these things. But if we know the answer is 3, then we know that blue can't be 3, 4, or 5. That makes sense? Hopefully I'm not going crazy here. And then purple will definitely use an even number. So let's do 1 for 2. I just got a shipment confirmation for the next wave. This should be hopefully in the warehouse by March. Fantastic. Good to know from T. T is the, correct me if I'm wrong, sales manager, a U.S. sales manager for Hachette USA. Bad news that all those units are already sold. Yep. So you're going to have to find them in store from where those have been sold. But it will be there will be availability in stores. You just have to find where they are in the stores and who all has purchased it. So this round here we'll go again do 1 for 2. And so let's go ahead and test. Let's test verifier number 1 again, which is that the number compared to 3. So if we get an X here, we know that yellow is 3. If we get a check mark, we know that this number is 4 or 5. That makes sense. So we're going to test here with 1. Slide it in. And it is an X. So we know that yellow is 3. So we know yellow is 3 because yellow, we're testing to see if yellow was greater than 3. It is not. So we definitely know that yellow is 3. So we can mark that off here. So that's a big win right there. So now that we know that yellow is 3, and we'll put this verifier back, we no longer have to waste part of our turn to use verifier A, because verifier A knows, we know the answer is 3 there. So we also know that D, we know that blue is either 1 or 2 because we know by testing the last one, we already know that blue plus yellow is less than 6. So we know that it can't be 6. So that means if yellow is 3, it cannot be 3, 4, or 5. So now we have 1 and 2 are our possibilities here. 2 and 4 are our possibilities here. So now we need to figure out what our best option is. So this is a good one to use right now. Sorry, it's blurry just because I've been turned some autofocus things off. So with C, the sum of all numbers is either even or odd. And this is going to tell us, this is essentially going to tell us, actually, it might not tell us anything. Because we know purple is, because we know purple is even, and we know that square is 3. So those two are going to be odd anyways. That's going to be an odd, basically yellow plus purple is going to be odd. This one, now we're trying to figure out if blue is even or odd. If blue is odd, or if it comes up odd, then we know blue is 1. If it comes up even, we know blue is 1. If it comes up odd, we know blue is 2. Does that make sense? Richmond, you're just saying words, my friend. I know. This is how my brain works. And it's probably not my best stream to come back on, is to word vomit my brain at pure, just at pure madness. So we know purple is even. We know yellow is odd, which means odd plus even equals odd. So whatever the verifier comes out as, we will definitely know whether blue is 1 or 2. That should make sense. It seems I got lucky being able to get an English copy imported from Belgium. Nice, Tan. Glad you were able to get your copy in. Hey, thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to test this C verifier if the sum of all the numbers is even or odd. I will do my best. Here comes the test. All right. Nice, Haley. All right, so before we do that, 1 plus 4 plus 2, that's 6 and 7, which is an odd number. So now we're testing to see if the if the code, if the numbers added together are odd or even. So because this is odd, we are testing to see if the code combined is odd. And it is. All right. So if the code is odd, we know this is even. We know this is odd. So it must be an even number here. Great. Not even. So we now know that if this is 3, then our blue number must be 2. I am so glad that I'm finished with that portion of the verifiers. All right. So we'll put this back. So because we know that this is 2, because we know that this is 3, so blue is 2, yellow is 3. So now we just need to find out if purple is 2 or 4. All right, so let me actually make sure I mark these correctly. So we tested that one, and we tested that one. Which is going to make the most sense? Oh, perfect. Here's the one that we should use. So this is making me want to pull my copy down play. Uh-oh. T says US people. There will be a drop of this game on Amazon. T coming out. They're coming in with all the hot knowledge right now. T saying that there will be a drop of this game on Amazon. I don't know if there's follow-up text there. All right. So so it's just like right now? Should we go? All right. So this one is going to test whether the 3 numbers in the code are in ascending order, descending order or in no order. Actually, this is not going to help with this. We need to change our code before we test this, because we don't want to know if it's in no order. Because it's 2, 3. Oh, that's fine. So if we do, Sass is trolling for shame. Richmond, oh, I'm sorry. I have completely ignored that I should be switching even and odd. Like in a week or two, if you really want it and you Amazon, I recommend setting a price aware thing. It'll be the MSRP, which isn't bad for how much you get in this game. All right, so because we know that blue is 2, yellow is 3, if purple is 4, then we know it'll be in ascending order. If purple is still 2, then the code would be 232, which is in no order. And because 142 is in no order, if this comes back with a check mark, then we know the code is 242. If it comes with a red X, we know that the code is not 242. We know the code is 232. If it comes back with a red X, then we know that the code is 234. I think that's what we can discern from this. So we're going to test out E here on the code 142. So it is in no order. So test out E here. So if the code is in no order, blue is 2, yellow is 3, that means purple is now 2. So let's put this back. And because we know that it's 232, based on my logic, we should be able to go back over the Turing Machine app here. And we are going to we're going to test a code. And we're going to try for 2, 3, 2. Everyone, cross your fingers. Congratulations, this is the correct code. We have cracked the code. We have done it correctly. T says, yeah, some retailers are selling it for $55 now, but when it's up on our store, it'll be $39.99. Did it in 6 tests. That's not bad. I think I got all the information I needed to do. The question is, did we beat the machine? For each round. So I did A, B, A, yes, B, nope. I don't remember the answers I got from the verifiers. If I'm being honest. I believe A was no. B, I don't remember. To be honest, I don't remember what it was. Hey, but we beat the machine. Would you like to do another one? I've got time. I think I'm good until about 2. So we can do it. We can run another one back. I don't think it matters what. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter what you put in. Test code 232. Congratulations, you did it. Did you beat the machine? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter what you put in because it doesn't really know what question you asked. Did I beat the machine? I did. I beat the machine. I did it in 2 rounds and 6 questions. The machine found it in 3 rounds and 7 questions. Oh, something's broken. TJ's not there. Hi, TJ. TJ in chat as PartyClown51. Welcome in. TJ, good to see you. Retailers won't be getting more until March. Amazon restock is because the warehouse lost a pallet. So yeah, if you want Turing Machine, be sure to check out Amazon. Yeah, do that. Let's do one more. It'll take me a little time to get set up. So we will. I'll go back to up here. while I get this going. We'll play solo, classic, standard, T, four or five verifiers. You let me know. Or do standard difficulty. We'll do classic mode just because I'm not ready for extreme or nightmare. So we'll take that. Does the web page allow specific game code selection? Yes, it does. So you can go to, let's go back over here real quick. So if you go to play, boop, and you can do problem search, and you can put in the game ID. T says do a hard with 4. All right. Difficulty hard, 4 verifiers. And we will generate. So if you would like to play along, actually I'll leave this up so you can see it. And I will make this bigger for you. Oh gosh. Why is that behind? There we go. Oh, everything's still broken. So broken, but it's fine. If you want to play along, it is C4B, I believe it's 020. C4B 020. So we will take it back here. We'll remove these. We'll unmark these. And we will put these like this. We'll figure out our next one. We're using cards 22, 23, 33, and 45. All the cards have the numbers on the back, so you can easily find out which ones you need. So we were doing, it's 33. 45, 23, and need what, 22? Did I just use 22? Yeah, I'm doing solo mode instead of competitive mode. And 22. Each of these verifier cards have 4 numbers on them. So there's a yellow number, a blue number, a purple number, and a green number. The only thing that the difference in those numbers purposes that serves is that so that you, if you're really good at memorizing like what something was on a thing, it helps keep you from memorizing it. But there are this many verifier cards, which quite a lot. So I think you would just have to be a mad person to remember all that. But we do need that information. 22, and these all go in numerical order, so that if you ever get confused which one goes where, 22, 23, 33, 45. If you memorize them all, then you've probably got your money's worth from the game. That's fair. T is responding to slivers. The Amazon store site under Studio H. I think it is under Hachette as well. 280. So now we have to look at the green numbers here. 280, 681. Marker Dreamed Hydrate. Thank you, friend. All right. So green numbers is what we're looking at here. I've got them all mixed up. There we go. 280, 681. Okay. 280 is A. Oh no. What did I do with my marker? Yeah, we'll find it. We'll find that marker. 280, 481. 481 is C. 681 is B. And D is 782. 782. All right. So we've got our 4 verifier cards. I need to find my... Let's use this dry erase marker. Should be fine. So A, B, C, D. All right. Liquid cool, I see. That is correct. Boop. Oh. Mark says, just making sure you're taking care of the meat computer inside your skull box. Thank you, friend. I appreciate it. All right. Time for round number 2. Warm brain, wet brain equals good brain. So we're doing C, 4, B, 0, 2, O. Richmond is my name. I'll turn that off, and we are back in business. Here's what we're working with this time. We have, again, the ascending and descending order card, which is good. What kind of school did I go to? I went to high school, and then I went to college, and then I have a master's in sports administration. So do with that information what you will. So our second card, just a normal college. Sum of all numbers compared to 6. Simple enough. Brain school. Number 3. What specific color is even or odd? Let's take a look at the book on how exactly to interpret that. So 33. This verifier verifies that the number of a particular color that they know is even or odd. For example, the blue number is even. Watch out, the other numbers can also be even or odd, depending. What? The verifier verifies that the number of a particular color that they know is odd or even. Tim Root, good to see you. Verify the number of a particular color that they know is odd or even. You want to suss that one out for me? And then this one. How many 1s or how many 3s are in the code? T has set me up for failure with hard mode. 45. Verifies that the number of 1s or the number of 3s in the code is equal to a particular number that they know. Is that they know is interesting. Blah, 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 blah. All right. I don't know how to read this, but we'll figure it out. All right. So let's put together a code. So we 1, 4, 2. Top says, so if you put in the test 125 and you get a tick, you know there's a single instance of either 1 or 3. Yes. T, I have questions about 2 of the verifiers. That specific color is odd or even. So are we saying... So let's say I put in, well, any number. Am I doing this in reference to a single... So I put in, I don't know, 1, 2, 3. Am I saying that I'm checking to see if 2 is even? And if it gives me a green check, it is even. It tests all 3 numbers at the same time. Oh, okay. Same here. Oh, it tests all 3 numbers at the same time. So if I get a green check, so I am. Oh man! All right, figure it out. All right, so I'm gonna do. So the even odd one will be tricky to get a green check because there's a lot more ways that can be wrong. Sure, yeah, for sure. So I'm gonna do 2, 4, 5. Okay. Because I'm a mad person, and I will figure this out together. This is a group journey. 2, 4, 5. All right. So we'll test the first code here. This verifier is testing whether this is. Boop. I was going to test if this is in ascending order. If we get a red X, it'll be in descending or in no order. There is a T in the little verifier board, which is nice. For you, you can point it towards yourself. And does that make you the computer? All right, so we're going to test this with this verifier here. Boop. So this code is not in ascending order. So good to know. This is not in ascending order. So we've done A. So we know it's in either descending or not in any order. All right, so put that back. Now, because I picked a number with no 1s or 3s in it. So if I get a check mark here, it means it has no 1s or no 3s, correct? You solved this one in 7 verifiers? All right. So we're going to test D here. So if I'm reading this correctly, with a code of 245, if I get a green check, it means there are no 1s and no 3s. So we know that there are 1s and 3s. Good to know. I'm so going to lose this in spectacular fashion. There are no 1s and or 3s. Test B. So I'm testing B now, which is my plan. So B. Oh, not the verifier for B, but B is the 3 numbers less than 6, greater than 6, or equal to 6. So my code is 245, which means that is 11. So that is greater than 6. So we're going to test it here. And so we know that the code is greater than 6. So it's not 6. And it's not equal to 6 or it's not less than 6. So we know that D code combined is greater than 6, which can start to rule out some things. Can definitely start ruling out things. All right, so that was 2, 4, 5. We tested B. We know that it is in no order or in descending order. We know that there are 1s and or 3s in it. And we know that the code added together is greater than 6. All right. So, 2, 4, 5. We can't really rule out anything yet.
Yeah.
Hi, babe. Is your movie over?
Yeah.
Please hold.
Daddy?
All right, I'm back. Hello. All right, so T says greater than 6, which we know, and it's not in ascending order. Then, but it's you say it doesn't include 1s or 3s, but the code I tested was 2, 4, 5, and I got an X on that. So if I did a code of 2, 4, 5 and got an X, then that means that there are 1s and 3s. It has at least one or a 3, which makes it a little more difficult to follow at this point. But we know it's not in ascending order. And it's greater than 6. So let's try. Let's try 4, 3, 3, just for funsies. So we'll know if it has. All right, so we try 4, 3, 3. Then we'll know that it should have 1, 3 in it if it comes back with an X here. Yeah. All right, so let's do boop. And this is greater than 6. So let's test D, which is how many 1s or 3s in the code. I test it here. All right, so we know it doesn't have 2 3s in it. So that is D. Nope, that's not D. That is. So we know it doesn't have 2 3s in it, and we know it has. So it has 1 3 in it. We know it has 1 3 somewhere. because it came up with an X for a code with 0 threes and now a code with 2 threes. So it should have 1 3 in it. I believe that should be the case. So we're going to put that back. So if we know it has a 3 or 3 threes, just three, of course, Tom Posh throwing it out there that it could be 3 threes. We can so we could test A to find out if it's in no order or descending order. Tan did this in 7. It's really stressing me out now. So on this code, if I ran this code through C and it came with a check mark, if it ran through C and it came with a check mark, it would mean that the code would be even, odd, odd. Correct? Sorry, it was not my test strategy. Said I got lucky. All right. So let's run this through just to see. So we'll run it through C. If it comes back with a green check, it means the code is even, odd, odd. Ooh. So it does not come back that way. So we know it's not even, odd, odd. So let's see. And then the last one we should test. We know it's greater than 6, so we don't have to do, we really don't need to do B anymore. I'd not do a third test and do a new code. Okay, good to know. So there's 1 3 in it. Well, if we know that it's not even, odd, odd, and we know there's 1 3 in it, unless code is 3 through 3, then the first number should be 3. Right? Does that make sense? What did it do? 4 through 3? And I tested it for C and D. No, because it could be even, odd, even. I don't like you people. Or it could be even, even, odd. Good call. Good call. Well, then let's do 3 1. Let's do 3 1 4 because that's greater than 6. So 3 1 4, and we'll test D to let us know that there's 1 3 and 1 1. Although we know it's not odd, odd, even. Let's do 3 4 1. All right, so 3 4 1 adds up to 8, greater than 6. So we'll test D, which is find out how many 1s and 3s there are. If we get a check mark, then there's 1 3 and 1 1. All right, so good news. It does have 1 3 and 1 1 in it. Good to know. So we know there's D 1 3 1 1. I wrote that backwards as I said it. Then we can test. We can test C to see odd, even, odd, if that's the case. So we tested B. We tested C. We're going to test C now. And the code is odd, even, odd. Which is good. So we know it's odd, even, odd. For sure. And it's greater than 6. Odd, even, odd, greater than 6. And then there's a 1 and a 3. So we know that the two odd numbers are 1 and 3. We don't know exactly what order they're in. So we know that 4 should be correct because of. But if it's 1 4 3 or 3 4 1, then we can't, at this point, we can't test A because we know that there's, I mean, technically we could test A with a different number. Like we could do 1 2 3 with test A. Actually, we can't do that. Because we know that it's in no order because it's either 1 4 3 or 3 4 1. So it has to be one of those two. Is there anything that we can do to specifically test to see whether 3 is in the front or 3 is in the back? And I don't think there is. I think we just have to get lucky. There should be something that gives that to you. Did you get they all add to strictly greater than 6 or could be equal to 6? I believe we got it strictly greater than 6 because we did 11. And it came out with a check. I'm not doing this as a specific test, but I'm just doing this. Did you get they all add to strictly greater than 6 or could it be equal to 6? I think because the number I did was like 11 and it came back with a green check. So this code should technically come back. Yeah, strictly greater. So we know that yellow has to be 4. We just have to figure out which order they're in. And we know there's no order. Yeah, because I did 433 was my last code. 4. And we know that there's 1 1 and 1 3. I think. Stop being a teacher. Because we tested. I tested this one with a 3 and a 1. I tested this code with D, and it came back with a check. Did I test you with this one? I thought it did. Yeah, I'm going to do this just to make sure. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I tested this with D. Yep, so I tested this one with D. It is not marked. 3 4 1, and I mismarked something because I didn't do B. I did D and C. If D is an OR test, could it mean there's and D is true? Oh, yep, D is true on that. Sorry. Thank you. So that means it's an or, not an and. So there's 1 3 or 1, 1. Is that what we're saying here? So it could technically be test A. But even if I test A, okay, I'll test A. Test A for funsies. So there's no order here. And 3, 4, 1. So that means there's... Oh, so that means it's in ascending order if I do this? So it is ascending. Oh, no, it's descending. It is descending. Yep, got it. Thank you. That's right. Yeah, I did. I tested ascending with 2, 4, 5, and I was wrong. Which means that it was either ascending or no order. I just ran no order. Then we know that it's ascending now. No, we know it's descending. And it goes odd, even, odd. Well, if it's odd, even, odd. But we ran it and it's greater than 6. Why am I a crazy person? All right, we know it's descending. Oh, wait, no. Wait, what am I doing? I tested descending. It was wrong. I tested no order. It's wrong. So we know it's descending. It's odd, even, odd. It's greater than 6. So basically, it's whether there is 1, 3 or 1, 1. Would it have to be 5, 4, 3 then? It's an or test, not an and. I'm figuring that out now. Is that it? When I ran this and it gave me a check, it means there's 1, 3 or 1, 1. But it doesn't mean there's both. And it's descending. It cannot be 3, 2, 1 because that's not correct. I knew that. So it's not 3, 2, 1 because that's descending. So it would have to be 5, 4, 3, which it could be 5, 2, 1 or 5, 4, 3. Okay, so we know the first number's 5. That makes sense. Thank you all, team, for being here. 5, 2, 1 or 5, 4, 3. I mean, I guess I could do 5, 2, 1 and run the D verifier, and if there's 1, 1, then that would nail it. So 5, 2, 1. Oh, I did run A, by the way. There. So I do 5, 2, 1 and run it through the D verifier. Which is no. Then it has to be 5, 4, 3. So go back over here. Turing app. Test a code 5, 4, 3. That is correct. We did it as a team. Although I did need some severe help with the with some of the thought. I was having a problem with the and or, which was making a bit of a difference. But we got there in the end. I'm glad T was here to help me through it. That deverifier is rough because it's not an and or it's not an and, it's an or. So yeah, well, thank you all for sticking that through with me. We got there in the end. We figured it out. I'm going to spend probably the next. I thought it was an and for a while, and that didn't help either. That's fair. That's a good point. But we're all always learning. We're all always learning. Let's go back over to here real quick. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Welcome in. Or welcome back. Welcome back to the big screen, as TJ would say. Yeah, that was fun. So we are, my plan is to do more of these Monday solo streams. Or Monday solo streams, these Friday solo streams. So that I can kind of crank through some games in the collection that have not, that need to get played. C is also tricky as it only knows one number. Yeah, and if you're not putting through the right sequence, then you're going to get a bunch of X's. And so there's a way that it could eat up at the number of guesses you use, trying to just figure that out. It was helpful with B was the most helpful there, which was the A plus B plus C is related to 6. So that was fun. That was a good time. So yeah, so I think next week I'm gonna try tentatively. We're gonna check out these at least one of these 9 nano games from Capstone Games, or I say from Capstone Games. They're also from. Let me make sure I get it right. Alvin VR Studio Games Plus. I got these from Clay over at Capstone the other day. I'll try that out. If that for some reason changes, I will let you know. But let's plan on a Friday afternoon stream next week. So we'll do that again. It is now time to go find somebody to raid. If you also, while you're here, if you're not following us on the, then let's go over to Jess then. I do love a suggested raid. If you want to, you can check us out. We got fun shirts. T's wearing their Branbury shirt today. I'm also wearing my Branbury shirt. And then you can go to check us out on YouTube and Twitter. This will be posted up on YouTube maybe tomorrow, maybe Monday. We'll just kind of have to see what time I'm able to get that online. And then check us out on Twitter, which is where we have all of our stuff for now, barring any weird Muskin explosions. So let's go over and raid. Does my button work? It does work. I believe this is Jess CCG. Jess is playing something. We'll find out. Jess is playing Fork with special guests. So we'll go over to Jess. You can use your if you're subscribed, you can use the raid command there. Send those over. Tell Jess we said hi. I'll be in chat there for a little while. Thank you for the resubs and the bits. But thanks again, Pharynx and Joey, for the subs and the gifted subs and the bits. And thank you, Slivers, for the bits, and Tom Posh for the bits. And thank you for the follows, and thanks for the raid, Haley. But for now, we're going to go head over to Jess. Everybody go say hi and bye.